Adwoa had only been married to Kunle for 6 months when he insisted they visit his mother in Ibadan. The long drive from Accra was filled with laughter until they reached Mama Tinu's compound. The old woman stood at the doorway, her eyes cold, her lips stiff. "So this is the Ghanaian girl," she said, her voice slicing through the air. Adwoa curtsied, smiling nervously. Mama Tinu didn't return the smile. Instead, she muttered something in Yoruba that made Kunle stiffen. That night, Adwoa woke to whispers outside her window. Mama Tinu's voice, chanting something she couldn't understand. The next morning, Mama Tinu prepared egusi soup. "Eat, my daughter," she said sweetly. Kunle devoured his plate. Adwoa hesitated but followed. Within hours, her stomach twisted painfully. Kunle rushed her to the clinic. "Food poisoning," the nurse said. When they returned, Mama Tinu was sitting calmly, peeling oranges. "Her Ghana stomach is weak," she murmured. Adwoa noticed something glimmering in the pot, a black feather. That night, Adwoa dreamt of a woman wrapped in white, standing beside a river. "Beware the hand that feeds you," the woman whispered. When she awoke, the feather from the soup was on her pillow. She screamed. Kunle ran in. "It's nothing," he said, though his eyes betrayed fear. Mama Tinu appeared at the door. "What's the noise?" she demanded. Adwoa's hands trembled. "How did this get here?" Mama smiled. "Perhaps the spirits followed you from Ghana." Days later, Adwoa noticed Mama Tinu locking the kitchen at night. Curiosity clawed at her. One evening, she followed. Through a crack, she saw the old woman place a clay pot on the stove, stirring while chanting in low tones. A small photo of Adwoa floated in the pot's steam. Adwoa gasped, knocking the door accidentally. Mama Tinu's voice turned sharp. "You shouldn't have seen that." Adwoa ran to her room, her heart pounding. Adwoa began hearing whispers from the walls, soft at first, then louder. "She wants you gone," they said. Kunle thought she was imagining things. "You're tired, love. Rest." But one night, she saw shadows moving under Mama's door. The whispers grew into a chant, and she heard her name repeated again and again. She pressed her ear to the wall, and something cold brushed her cheek from the other side. Unable to take it, Adwoa fled to the village church at dawn. The priest listened, his eyes grave. "You are marked," he said. "Your mother-in-law has bound your spirit with envy." He gave her holy oil and instructed her to anoint the doorway. When she returned, Mama Tinu was waiting. "You went to the priest?" she hissed. Adwoa's heart nearly stopped. I just needed prayers." Mama smiled darkly. "Then pray you survive tonight." The wind howled that night. Adwoa woke to smoke. Her room was burning. She screamed for Kunle. He dragged her out just before the roof collapsed. Through the flames, Adwoa saw Mama Tinu standing calmly in the courtyard, eyes gleaming red in the firelight. "She brought this on herself," Mama whispered. But the neighbors saw her too, and they whispered her name in fear. The next morning, the compound was quiet. Mama Tinu was gone. Only a trail of ashes led to the riverbank. Adwoa and Kunle moved back to Ghana, carrying their scars and silence. Months later, Adwoa found a clay pot buried in their new garden. Inside was Mama Tinu's locket and a photograph of the couple. The photo's edges were still warm, as if touched by fire. And faintly, from the trees, Adwoa heard her mother-in-law's voice. "I'm still watching."